this is your Houston chiropractor, Dr. Gregory Johnston, and we have our friend Terry with us today, who you may think played for the Texans, but he's one of our bigger patients. He's bigger than a lot of the Texans. And Terry's been having some problems with some numbness and pain going down into his lower leg. So we're going to show you how we deal with that problem, because I know a lot of you out there have that. So let's check your posture first here, Terry. I'm going to have you close your eyes and flex your head forward and then backwards. And for all you Astros fans, he's got a Red Sox hat on. That's okay. He's big enough to wear it. Let's take, his head's a little bit to the right of center. So he's putting a little bit of weight down into his lower lumbar spine and SI joints, which is sidewalkus. It's not straight down the line. It's over to the right. So that makes his pelvis torque and put more pressure on the sacroiliac and sacrosciatic nerve down out of the pelvis there, which is the sacrum right in the center of the pelvis, and then the ilium over here on the left. So we're going to decompress him first. Let's go on your back right here, Jerry. Now I have to use a great deal of my strength to adjust Terry, because like I said, he's one of our biggest patients. Strong. Oops, I don't rip your shirt, my lens. I try not to.
You got it in there again.
Okay, get that out of the way. There we go. Okay. Keep that one down. There we go. Okay, so we got him in there good and tight. When you get guys Terry's size in here, you want to make sure you always give them good adjustment, or they'll adjust you. There we go. So we can bring his legs up as far as we can, then we kind of bring him up a little bit more so it changes the angle in the pelvis. Then we're going to wrap this around his skull. There we go. Yeah, let me take the capture for you. Put that over here for you. Okay, now. Take a real deep breath in for me now. Let it all out through your nose. There we go. Okay, we got one more. There we go. Feel that one a little lower? Mm-hmm. Okay, good. There we go. Okay. Yeah, just lay there for a second. Now, his reflexes have been low for the last couple of times because he's pinching the nerve out of his lumbosacral spine. Okay, let your head go right in my hand. Perfect. Okay, good. He's got some great big vertebrae. How tall are you, Terry? 6'8"?
6'5".
6'5"? Okay, now let's come over here on your tummy next. Now you're going to see me doing some different things on his legs today that you haven't seen me do on a lot of patients, because of his particular problem. See, his left leg is short by about 1/2 inch. When I bring it up, it actually gets a little bit longer. That tightens up in your lower back right there, doesn't it?
Yes, on the left side.
Yep, on the left side. So that's a positive Knockless and Deerfield on the left. His left SI is out right there. So we're going to adjust his left SI and hip at the same time. His right SI, but then his sacrum on the left side, sacrum in the center, and then a little lighter on the right. But see, he's still got a posterior left sacrum right there. So this should have evened it out already. Yep. Tell me if this feels a little bit easier this time, Terry.
Yeah, it's a lot better.
Yeah, it stayed even too. Good. We still didn't get up into the lumbar spine though. There, that's L5. There's L4. Those are a little tender still though, aren't they?
Yes.
There's L3. L2, that was really tender. Okay. And just keep exhaling for me. There we go. I'm going to put your head down just a little bit here, Terry. That's it. That was mid-thoracic. Good. And you can see my feet are almost leaving the ground sometimes. Okay, keep breathing out and exhaling. Okay. So I'm going to put some deep steady pressure down in his pocket and his lower lumbar spine, but then I'm going to work on his gluteus medius right here and out into his maximus right here. And then a little bit lower, which is the most important one right here, is the piriformis. Goes from his sacrum to his hip joint. You feel that out in your hip and lower leg a little bit?
Yes, sir.
Yeah. And then we're going to work down in here right at the top of the hip joint. That's probably pretty tender right there too. Yep, right there.
Mm-hmm.
Okay, so he's got numbness. It's more in the left leg, isn't it, Terry?
Yes, sir.
Okay, that's going down the front of his leg through the tibialis anterior. So that tells me it's L5. Let's go ahead and turn you on your back. So we're going to get over here on this left side and okay, he hasn't had this done yet, so he might jump a little bit on this. But this is the tibialis anterior. It runs right here from the femur all the way down into the front portion of the ankle. Turbinator, and I was putting some pretty heavy pressure on that. It's pretty tender too, wasn't it?
Mm-hmm.
Now I'm working on the muscle spindle, pinching these together. This changes the Golgi tendon apparatus within the muscle spindle, tricking it into relaxing. The tibialis anterior is the part that pulls the foot up like this. Now he's been having the numbness right here and around right there at the top of your foot, right, Terry?
Yes, sir.
Okay, so I've got boots on, so I'm going to adjust his ankle right now. You feel that move right there?
Yes, sir.
That's good. There we go. You should have felt that a little bit up in your lower back even.
Mm-hmm.
Okay, now we're going to adjust his knee. He's got a little bit of ligament instability on the medial and lateral collateral ligament. There we go. Should have felt that on your knee and your back.
I did.
Now I'm going to work on his sartorius. This is the longest muscle in the body. It goes from the anterior superior iliac spine all the way down to the medial knee, the tibia. Okay, the way you test that muscle is, Terry, I'm going to pull this out. You try to keep me from doing that. Yeah, see, that's a little weak, isn't it?
Mm-hmm.
Okay, now, here's the way you strengthen now. I'm going to pull out and you resist. Hold against me. There we go. We're going to do that again. Hold. And one more time. Hold real hard. Excellent. Now relax. Okay, now let's turn you back on your tummy for a second. Now, I think most of his numbness is coming neurologically, but I'm going to open up his vascular back here too by working on his gastrocnemius, which is the calf muscle, and the inside part of it, which is called the soleus. I'm going to block the tissue. This is one of those white knuckle treatments that hurts so good. Yeah. Okay, and that's enough. And if he says that's enough, I'm going to say that's enough. So we're just going to now take it easy on him and leave him with the better feel good. That was pretty tender though, wasn't it?
Pretty tender.
Yep.
It was rough on my right side though.
Yeah, right in here.
Mm-hmm.
Yep. So what we're doing with this is we're just increasing the blood flow down into his lower extremity, which will also vascularize the nerves in that area, which will help the nerve conductivity as well. So neurovascular component of working together to enhance each other's function. Nerve function enhances vascular function, and vascular function enhances nerve function. And I'm going to use the turbinator up here a little bit. hasn't had any lower back pain accompanying this leg numbness that he's having right now. But it is still coming out of his pelvis here, his sacrum and sacroiliac joints. So we have that all lined up and worked on muscularly and vascularly now. So his legs are even. And tell me if there's any pain or tightness when I do this, Terry.
Feels good.
Good, good, good. All right, let's turn you on your back one more time. There you go. Now, I'm just going to make sure that this left tibialis anterior has loosened up, and yes, it has. See if you can pull your foot up against my hand real good. Pull up as hard as you can. That's it? Okay, push against me. Okay, now turn in against me. Okay, now turn out against me. Okay, push against me. Pull up against me. Yeah, there's a big difference in strength there. You feel that? Turn in against me. And now out against me. So he's got some weakness in his tibialis anterior here. Again, that's the L5 and the S1 nerves going down into here. Part of the L4 nerve as well. So when we decompressed him, that'll take the compression off that. So let's come over here in front of the mirror now, Terry. We're going to adjust his atlas and retrain his cerebellum. Okay, so he's standing up straighter. Let's have you flex your head forward and then backwards for me again. I like this. He's the only guy I can have to look up to get his posture, so that's good. So let's pull these guys way up and back, and then we're going to pull that head back. Now I want you to tilt left from down here, all the way down, no, left, tilt left. There you go, keep going, as hard as you can. Okay. We're going to hit his atlas there. Because he had a rotation in his thoracic spine that was causing him to tilt to the right down in the lower thoracic, so I'm hitting that, as well as his lumbosacral area. Okay, let's relax now, and try that very same thing again. That should have felt a little easier. You're standing up straighter now too. You got even spacing here. Walk around for me and tell me how your leg feels right now. If it's changed at all, if it still feels the same. And you can tell the truth on everything.
It feels looser. It's not near as tight as it was.
Do you feel like your foot's getting a little more circulation right now?
The back half of my foot is.
The back part.
Up towards the toes is still.
It's still numb?
Still pretty numb and tingling.
Okay. I don't know if you heard that, but he's feeling a little more circulation in the back part of his leg and foot, but it's still numb in the very top of his toes and top of your foot, right?
Yes, sir.
Okay. So we still got some work to do on his S1 nerve, which we will continue. He comes in, what, about once a week?
Try to.
Yeah. Okay. Terry, what would you tell our YouTube subscribers about your experience here? Because you've been to other chiropractors before, too.
All over the country. It's been a blessing, especially how convenient it is to my office across the street. And I try to come, I think this week I'm coming 3 times.
Yeah.
Just to try to get my
things
foot
back in
problem
order,
done.
yeah.
But it's been a big help. I can really tell a difference. So.
Well, thank you for sharing that.
I really appreciate everything.
Oh, thank you very much. Well, this is your Houston chiropractor. We'll see y'all next time.